In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix a stiff neck. Now, most of us have suffered from a stiff neck at least once or twice or more. Some people might have a stiff neck chronically, some people wake up with it, some just move properly and you get a spasm. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix a stiff neck quickly. Now, I want to show you a little bit of mechanics about how the neck works. Basically, what you want to do is find out where is your restriction. Is it on one side? Is it on both sides? Is it down or up? We're going to focus on rotation and extension. Here's how the neck works. Most times when we turn our head, most of the movement is at the very top, your CO, C1, and C2 complex. That's where rotation happens. Rotation gets less and less as we go down the spine, but it doesn't mean you need to ignore that. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to relieve that stiff neck now. For this neck movement, all you need is a simple small towel. Get that. What we're going to do, we're going to grip on the back part of the neck, and as you see, as we rotate through, these articular pillars here will move, and that's what we're going to use the towel to grip on. So let's get to it right now. You can use a towel that's rolled like this, or you can actually use a towel that's unfolded so you can get the spine or the top part of the towel to have a really specific grip. Now, we're going to start at the very top because, like I talked about, that's where most of the rotation happens. So let's pretend that your rotation is limited to your left. We're going to take the towel and we're going to anchor it on the side that we're going to move to, and then we're going to take the other part of the towel. So we're going to rotate through as we pull and really use, we're pulling out this way and anchoring with this way. Really get to the point where we're holding that for 10 to 15 seconds. Now I always like to balance it out, so some of you might be stiff on both sides. Again, we're going to rotate, so we're actually moving, but we're pulling ahead so that the part of the towel can grip that part of the spine like we just talked about and really help get it to the full range of motion. Now you're going to start and push into your tolerance, not too much, you don't want to irritate things, but when you come off, again, let's pretend let's assume that we're stiff to the left, anchor here, you should be able to pull a little bit further with every stretch at 15 to 30 second hold. Now, some of you may not be stiff at the top. You may be stiff in the middle or say at the bottom part of the neck where there's still a little bit of rotation, but that could be the culprit of where you're stiff. So this is where the towel that is not rolled and you start to use the edge. So you basically, what we do is we find the part of the neck, this would be the top, middle, or lower. Let's go to the lower, and we're going to pull that line of towel into the same thing. So what we're going to do, I'm pulling a little bit down now. I'm restricted here. I'm going to pull, anchor, and pull through with the towel. Again, holding for 15 to 30 seconds. What that edge of the towel allows you to do is to be very specific on either the upper, the middle, or the lower part of the neck. So you got to play around with it. I like this because it's general. You can get it right kind of just underneath the skull in the middle of the neck and really help pull through. So like I said, you're going to use the side where you're restricted. If you're restricted on both sides, you do both. You can do both just to keep things balanced, but some of you will also be restricted in extension. And this is where I find very commonly in practice because people are always looking down, they're typing, so they get really restricted in that extension. That extension is really, really important for good posture and good mobility in your neck. So this is where the edge comes in really handy because you can be sharp. You're going to put that in the middle part. You're going to pull directly through, and we're going to come up and just pull on an angle slightly elevated as we pull our head back. It almost feels like a really good traction. And for this one, the same thing. You're going to hold this 15 to 30 seconds. You do this multiple times a day, each day. You can take a break in the middle of your day just to kind of keep your neck moving and mobile. Very important. We don't move our neck enough. It gets stiff and it can irritate surrounding nerves, causing pinched nerves, dizziness, bad posture, headaches, a whole bunch of things. So I find if you do these stretches with this towel, it's not only going to help your stiff neck immediately, but it's going to help prevent other issues and keep your neck mobile. I always appreciate you tuning in. If you have a question or comment, please leave it below. If you have an interest in recommending a type of video, please put that down there and I'll do my best to add it to my future video lists. And if you're new to my channel, maybe you'll consider subscribing so you can be informed when I upload new videos. Thanks for tuning in. I can't wait to see my next video. Until then, stay well.